Where Joey Bosa is the All-American defensive lineman, number 97, who lined up inside on the first play. Raekwon McMillan, the linebacker, came on a blitz, and Kizer escaped. He doesn't mind that as well. They have great size on the interior of that offensive line. They think they can handle Bosa inside. Kizer looked like he was going to get swarmed under, escaped a couple of times, and then finally got taken to the ground.
Shot the first 2 times they've thrown the ball. Kizer has not had time to survey the field, forced to tuck it, then the speed of the pursuit of the Ohio State defense gets there.
That's a gutsy protection too, Chris, going with
An Ohioan playing against the Buckeyes. He grew up a Michigan fan in Toledo near the Michigan border. Swings it out wide. Amir Carlisle dances across. Notre Dame on 2nd and 7. And the pass drops. C.J. Prosite. Darren Lee also up on the line. And flags before the snap for a false start against Notre Dame.
False start. Offense. Number 78. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Ronnie Stanley.
Something Coach Meyer was concerned about, Todd, is a mass exodus. I'm talking about Jalen Marshall's a guy that's been thinking about coming out.
What a catch. Wow. He was first team, Walter Camp, the American Football Coach Association, and the most important one, ESPN.com, of course. Torrey Hunter again. 5 receivers spread the field for DeShone Kizer, and he threw it away. Terrible decision, and Tyvis Powell picked it off. The safety banged down by Josh. Other Cruz.
Personal foul. Targeting. With the crown of the helmet. Defense. Number 97.
A brilliant Ohio State career. Jalen Smith's hurt. And it remains to be seen if he'll return for Notre Dame. But a huge break for the Irish offense. They don't have to contend with Bosa. A lot easier. After the false start penalty against Mike McGlinchey, DeShone Kizer could not get away from. Might depart after this game for the Buckeyes.
One of the things Darren Lee can do is close with speed. You're going to watch right here. Normally DeShone Kizer can outrun these type of guys, but Darren Lee, one of his best physical attributes is his ability to close with speed.
3rd and 18. They're not in field goal range in all likelihood. And a pop-up. Alabama and Clemson. Congratulations to those 2 terrific teams, the top 2 in the rankings. DeShone Kizer going deep on. Well, you're feisty today. You shouldn't have stayed at that New Year's Eve party so late last night. But you were up to about 7 o'clock, I believe, p.m.
Right there, you're seeing in the Michigan game. I thought he had the best game of his career.
3rd down and short. Early in the 2nd quarter, down 14-0. Ohio State crowds the middle. Kizer under center.
Luke Fickell, Chris Ash, future coach at Rutgers. There's Luke. Scouting reports. Kizer with the 2nd effort and a surge by the Irish offensive line. Then there you said, Sean.
Yep.
The Adams push.
The Adams push. We've heard the Elliott push. And as Doug Rhodes told us, it's all legal. Derms. That might not have been a flag down to the line of scrimmage. That might have been a shoe off.
Yeah.
But there is one
Pass
downfield.
interference. Defense.
2 first-year coaches done a wonderful job there, and Jim Harbaugh and Jim McElwain.
Dame's not able to create any yak yards after catch because of the speed of the OSU defenders.
Or touchdown.
He's a very confident guy. And I say that not cocky at all, just confident in his ability to lead this team and this offense. Future bright star, Alize Jones, and you can tell right away because of the backwards pass. And
9-time Gold Glove winner. 5 times an All-Star for the Buckeyes.
You love the fact that Notre Dame's going no huddle, a little bit of tempo here because they have rhythm. Keep it going.
Obviously, without Adolphus Washington at defensive tackle with Bosa ejected, they don't have the bodies to rotate as much.
Tracy sprinkled 93 in there
To get a deflection.
This is the part of the field in which Notre Dame has struggled. They've not been a good red zone team. Brian Kelly calls this the white zone from the 12-yard in. with the ejection of Joey Bosa. If you just joined us, that was the key moment in the game in the first quarter. Bosa ejected for targeting with his team ahead 14-0. It also should. Bosa used the crown of his helmet. That's a player safety issue really on both sides. 3rd and 10 for DeShone Kizer and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Widely reported that Urban Meyer could have had the Notre Dame job if he had wanted it when they hired Brian Kelly. The latest breaking news from around college football. We'll get you ready for the Rose Bowl game. About Clemson, I think they're terrific everywhere.
Yeah, at all 3 levels on defense. The offensive line was dominant yesterday in their big win. So it's going to be a great game and a great matchup.
I think they are the 2 best teams in the country. We'll see. 1 timeout left. Clock stops to move the chains. 1:08 to go in the half. Basketball player, 10 times an All-Star with the San Antonio Spurs.
I like the Admiral right here. He's just so big. He works inside. And again, that big body makes it hard for Conley to get around and knock.
Number 11 player in the country in high school, according to our ESPN colleagues. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time now left for Notre Dame in the half. And here's Hubert Owens, the referee.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown.
And that'll be reviewed by John Bible.
Just a great individual effort by DeShone Kizer, showing speed and quickness and a big man at
part of it. Where's the contact?
But if they didn't call targeting on the field, the booth cannot make that call.
That is correct. That is correct.
And Steve Shaw, your colleague, didn't think it was targeting.
Now, I can't see enough there to say it was.
After review, the ruling is that the ball carrier.
So he's certainly capable of taking it in.
Again, red zone problems for the Irish offense.
Well, this is what they ran in that failed two-point play against Clemson, the kind of quarterback sweep. This time the Notre Dame offensive guys do a good job of sealing the corner, letting him make a move. Well, when you haven't played since preseason, Jerron Jones, number 94, is going to come in and create havoc on JT Barrett with a nice swim move, not quitting, running through the block of Ezekiel Elliott. It's just
the 14th takeaway for the Notre Dame defense all season long. Only 12 teams in the country had fewer takeaways in the regular season than Notre Dame. Nobody on the offensive line looked comfortable, or Kizer, early in the game when Bosa was causing problems. Josh Adams, the hard-earned yard, driven back by the sophomore linebacker, and is tackled by Tyvis Powell with Eli Apple to save a touchdown. As Brian Kelly calls it, where they've struggled. Incomplete pass, too long for Amir Carlisle. Brian Kelly.
Yeah, that's a little bit of Urban Meyer right there. And Alizé Jones, outstanding talent at that tight end position.
Big difference between a touchdown and a field goal try. Josh Adams, the running back.
Got Fuller up top.
Which Smith, number 9, got injured.
You know, it's almost a non-contact injury right there. There's nobody really falling on his legs or anything. That's just, it's a tough break, but he's a tough kid. He's mentally strong, engaged and disengaged.
Brian Van Gorder's coached a long time, 7 years in the NFL, and he said he thinks Smith is going to be a great player in the national.
Pursuing the front side of a play, because that's the second time we've seen a misdirection have success.
McMillan.
98-yarder against Wake Forest, Sean. I believe the longest. There's rarely a play where he's not double teamed, and even at times triple teamed.
That was with 5 minutes and change left in the first quarter. Adolphus Washington, terrific shut. Key member of that defensive front out with a broken foot. Fuller with Garyon Conley on his back. No.
The pressure look. Then they drop off to a zone pressure. So he's thinking, man, Tyvis Powell's no way going to.
Sione Homa, the senior fullback, with his 5th touchdown of the season. Wolverines in control, up 31-7 on ABC. Sean, Chris, back to you.
Wow, impressive performance. Oh, Kizer, awkward throw. Looked like he got tangled up in traffic. Lobbed it Millen and Darren Lee.
You know, the adjustment that Ohio State has made defensively of all the misdirections when they start.
There's Luke Fickell, co-coordinator with Chris Ash, who is the new head coach at Ohio State. So 12 minutes to go, and Notre Dame has to do a lot, and they have to do it quickly. Down by 17.
Well, they do. They have to go their up-tempo, hurry-up offense, and can't.
Kizer scrambles for a yard, chopped at the sideline by Eli Apple.
He had Conley. He had Fuller on Conley, and he came off of him too early. Fuller's going to beat press coverage. Now watch. He's behind him. You have to. That tells him to feed the ball to Zeke Elliott. Now watch the defensive ends go down inside, trusting and being patient with that fake, then getting.
In 2 seconds coming off the clock. 6:02 to go as Kizer throws a deep ball, and Chris Brown couldn't run under it. Garyon Conley the cover.
They're going to Will Fuller. They're going to whoever Garyon Conley has, and Garyon does a good job of having a short memory as a corner and providing outstanding coverage.
If he's the lesser of your two corners, you have a pretty good secondary.
Yeah.
They have 4 guys in that secondary who all might play in the NFL. Junior safety Von Bell, one of the best in the country. This might be the end of his career. Kizer knocked down by Tyquan Lewis, the redshirt sophomore from Tarboro, North Carolina.
Well, he's had, what, 9 sacks on.
So now what you have to do if you're Notre Dame, more motions, try to some bunch formations, try to take advantage of them being in man coverage, and a rub route, something to get him off the line of scrimmage and to get him open.
Yeah, go for the pick. They got Conley up at the top, matched up with Chris Brown.
3rd down and 11. Over a half hour from now, Stanford and Iowa. It's like a long time for people around college football to believe in Iowa this year, but as the season went on.
Make mental mistakes on defense. They're always in the right position. And when you're that type of team, you don't give up many big plays.
Would be a deserving winner, although Elliott has 4 touchdown runs.
I know.
Has run for 142. That's a hard choice.
Yeah, when J.T. Baird over 300 total yards, defensive effort.
Will Fuller is 6th catch of the game.
Tight end. Produced a lot of them. Tyler Eifert, Kyle Rudolph. Great players.
Look out. Kizer didn't see the rush coming. It got knocked out by Darren Lee, and Ohio State has recovered.